What's going on, guys? This is my Sustainable Lifestyle Project week number 2. My name's Tyler Grove, and I gotta be honest, this week went by more smoothly than the first week. And I think that's primarily because I was more on my toes and more conscious of how my actions affected the environment. And so I think that made this week a lot more easier. Alright, so let's dive in. Week 2, this is my week 2 calendar. I had to spread things out a little bit in order to accommodate for my work schedule because I go to school and work at the same time. But for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I reduced my heat usage all 3 days in a row. I reduced my water consumption Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as well. And for my work schedule, I do not work on Tuesdays, but I work on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I chose those days to eliminate my car usage and walk to work instead. As far as reducing my heat usage on week 2, that wasn't difficult for me. I simply just had to remind my roommates that this is the second week of my Sustainable Lifestyle Project that I consulted with them about on week 1. And they had no problem participating with me an extra day. I just had to remind them. Just to reiterate, the days that we decided to reduce our heat usage were Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we did this by not touching the thermostat at all, whether it be for heat or for AC. The way we were able to overcome the coldness was simply by just bundling up or wearing an additional layer. And to overcome the heat, because Chico's been warming up in temperatures recently, we would open up the windows at night and leave them open so there would be circulation to the house. And then early in the morning, we'd close them so before it got hot in the afternoon, our house would stay nice and cool during the day. It's really cool to see how these small changes can contribute together to make a big impact. By not touching my thermostat, whether it be for AC or heat, I'm helping the environment by reducing my gas emissions, and I'm also saving money on top of it. So me and my roommates are all really excited to see our next PG&E bill come in the mail because it's probably going to be a lot less. As far as reducing my water consumption for week 2, I decided to challenge myself and take a quick shower every morning throughout the week, and it was pretty easy because I was able to get into a habit of it. Like I said last week in my last lifestyle project, I'm known for taking long showers between like 10 to 15 minutes. So I made it a point every day in my week 2 to take anywhere between a 3 to 5 minute shower, basically under a 5-minute shower. And after doing some research online, I found that the average household shower faucet has an average flow rate of 2.1 gallons per minute. By reducing my shower time from 10 to 15 minutes to 3 to 5 minutes, in one day, I was able to save 14.7 to 21 gallons of water in that range. And by doing that 7 days a week, all throughout last week, every day taking a quicker shower, I was able to save a total of anywhere between 103 gallons to 147 gallons last week. It felt really good to challenge myself by taking quick showers all week last week. It wasn't too bad. I've noticed that in these last 2 weeks, I've developed good habits and gotten to the routine of doing things such as taking these quick showers, and it's honestly helped me a lot, and it makes me feel good about myself knowing that I'm not wasting nearly as much water as I used to be. The 3 days that I chose to eliminate my cart usage on were Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I chose these 3 days because I go to school and I work on these days, and those are the days that I typically use my car the most. By taking the data and calculations from my lifestyle project week 1, I know how much CO2 gas is emitted from commuting back and forth to work, and that is a little more than 1.5 pounds. And by not driving to work 3 days this week, week 2, I reduced the amount of CO2 gas emitted into the atmosphere by 5 pounds. I was also able to recognize the health benefits of eliminating my car's usage to me personally because I ended up walking an extra 6 miles per week by commuting back and forth to work, and all I had to do was just leave an extra 15 minutes earlier. The only minor problem I faced while walking back and forth to work was that my work uniform that I wear is long black shirt with a long black pants, so I would be a little bit sweaty whenever I get to work, but it was all part of the experience of this lifestyle project and implementing these changes to see their impacts that they have. And so I really didn't have any problem with it at all. Overall, I enjoyed having the opportunity to participate in this lifestyle project because it exposed me to the way I can make small changes in my life and how they contribute to big impacts. By completely cutting out my heat usage and consulting with my roommates to work together, to saving over 100 gallons of water per week just by making small changes in my showering habits and eliminating the use of car and walking to work, I was able to recognize all the good that I was doing for the environment and making these small changes and seeing the impacts that they made. That alone influenced me enough to keep up with these good habits, and maybe I'll be able to influence my coworkers or my peers to try this out as well. This concludes my Sustainable Lifestyle Project Week 2. Thank you everyone for checking it out.